I brought with me my 6 bridesmaids. I also brought with me my sister, Octavia, who's my maid of honor.
Too simple. I'm always fancy. I like to be over the top. Whatever I'm doing, I like to do it big.
I am actually a wedding planner.
Oh.
So I have been to a ton of weddings.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Not really feeling this much stress.
My brother's girlfriend and my 2 best friends, Danielle and Wendy.
Just try it.
Okay.
It is beautiful.
Can be one of the options. It's definitely not the conventional bridal dress.
My name is Sonia Merck. I am 37 years old, and I'm from Liberty, South Carolina.
Number 7, Know It All. Lori is not happy today because there's a fox in the henhouse. Joey Mabane is in love and she can't make any decisions without her beau, Jerry Silver. Lori and Groom, who claims to know a stylist's business, do not get along. And it's clear the minute Jerry opens his mouth that there are going to be fireworks. It seems our gal Joey is all for clapping for her boo-boo, but when it comes to a dress choice, she is planning her own sneak attack with her stylist. While Jerry is dreaming of ruling the roost even before the vows have been exchanged, his queen Joey is intent on launching her own soft coup. And the first battle in this particular war is going to be centered around bridesmaid dresses. Having a black and white wedding, Jerry is intent on putting her bridesmaids in black dresses, but she has to take on her bridal party, including the groom-to-be, to make that a reality. Poor Jerry has obviously bitten off more than he can chew by taking on all of the hens in the hen house, it seems. He has to deal with Octavia and win this battle, but the real firepower is with Joey, the hidden warrior.
Ladies, how are you today? Who's the bride?
I'm the bride.
I brought with me my 6 bridesmaids. I also brought with me my sister, Octavia, who's my maid of honor.
Fiance.
Oh, we've got a groom in the house.
From long cocktail dresses to short and chic slinky creations, each and every dress on display is one-of-a-kind artistry. But difficulties in the decision-making are forcing Nikki to call in reinforcements, and who better than the Brandon to lend a hand? Joey has had just about enough, and before she leaves in a huff, this groom had better resolve his issues before it pushes Joey to drink. But this groom is no fool, and when his queen decides to put her foot down, he bows his head. Number 6, Boss Groom. 35-year-old Monique Lee from Brooklyn, New York isn't too bright in Lori's assessment since she shot herself in the foot by bringing her fiancé along, Daniel. Grooms are good for only 2 things: paying for the wedding and showing up to say I do. If only brides knew that. But Monique is adamant. There's only going to be one boss in her house, and that's going to be Daniel, with her permission, of course. And any dress deemed worthy of going home with her, he's going to be the one doing the deeming. Big words indeed. Will they stand the test of the dress quiz? Let's see. D-Day might stand for Daniel's day, but it's actually turning out to be Desperation Day for this bride.
Are you my bride?
I am.
My name is Monique Lee. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm 35 years of age.
We don't have a budget, actually. We're just gonna make it happen.
Y'all ready to shop?
Let's go.
Too simple. I'm always fancy. I like to be over the top. Whatever I'm doing, I like to do it big.
What if you hate it, though?
He's the boss.
If he says yes to it, I'm putting it on him.
Ooh, here we go.
Very pretty.
I don't like the bottom. It's not really showing her body curves.
The dress is simple. It's got a little bit of flash. It looks sophisticated.
Giving her groom the veto power is costing her a lot in terms of her sanity, and she seems to be ruining her optimism now. Meanwhile, Stephanie Caldwell seems to be more level-headed than Monique. Finding a dress which appeals to her style and fits her at the same time is a steep request to make, and she wants no further complications in the form of a 2-legged problem. Unfortunately, her case is complicated enough on its own, and each dress she's putting on is not ringing any bells for her. This sorrowful bride is going home with empty hands. Meanwhile, Monique might just end up with the same fate as Stephanie if she doesn't take matters into her own hands, which she finally has done with this last dress. Putting a muzzle on Daniel has finally freed her, and now she can decide on what she actually wants, which is this dress. Number 5. Absentee Lord. Julian Poe has decided to take the shortcut to a wedding by eloping with lovely hubby-to-be to the Colorado mountains. They plan to be exchanging their vows, just the 2 of them, with no family to interrupt. All fine and dandy for the lovely couple, but Julian's mother, Krista Thomas, is not charmed by the prospect of missing her daughter's wedding. Even though fiancé has not come along, he is making sure that his presence is felt. And who is doing the steering in his absence? His trusted mom, of course. Lori is definitely in Krista's corner since she can feel her pain acutely. She is determined to give Krista her special moment of seeing her daughter in her bridal gown and make the best of the experience for her.
I'm looking for Julianne.
That's me. I am Julianne Poe. I'm 25 years old and I'm from Hendersonville, Tennessee.
That's pretty.
I am obviously not looking for anything too over the top. I am actually a wedding planner.
Oh.
So I have been to a ton of weddings.
Yes.
And I know that this mom is dying to see Julianne in a gown that she picked.
Easier said than done since there are too many cooks spoiling this broth, especially by the one not in the room. This appointment can only be rescued with an iron rod, and Lori is the lady bad enough to use it. Finally, Julianne can hear her heart, and it's set on this ivory beauty.
What's your budget?
My budget is $3,000.
I'm actually going to direct you to Off the Rack.
Oh, wow. Not really feeling this much stress. Even though I am not having a traditional wedding,
Scale 1 to 10.
10 plus. I never thought we would all actually agree.
Number 4. Runaway Bride. Kate Landreth has a problem. She has somewhat of a bad reputation of being a runaway bride, and this is her 4th time hunting for a bridal gown. This is all unhappy news to mom-in-law Linda Petty, but this time she is dealing with Linda, who is determined to get her son Caleb married to the love of his life. Come hell or high water, Kate is going home with a bridal dress even if Linda has to strong-arm her into one.
Who's my bride today?
Me?
I am Kate Landreth. I'm 30 years old and I'm from Auburn, Alabama.
Do you have somewhat of an idea of what you're looking for?
I know I want a vintage look. My wedding is gonna be Southern vintage. My brother's girlfriend and my 2 best friends, Danielle and Wendy.
I never knew Kate was engaged before.
I was always kind of the runaway.
He would know if I was really gonna marry him if I started planning a wedding after he asked me to marry him. And here we are.
It seems like she just might have to do exactly that, as this bride is liking each and every dress she's putting on. With the entire salon hell-bent on matching her up to a dress, this runaway bride is not going to get 5th-time luck, and the final dress has rescued her from her ultimate fate, making everyone take a deep sigh of relief. Number 3. Blue-Blooded. Pateri Farhana is marrying an honest-to-God prince. She is looking for a dress worthy of a royal wedding. But it seems the dress has to get the seal of approval from her royal mother-in-law, Nariza. The only concession Nariza is willing to make is the vintage in recognition of Pateri's decidedly classy disposition. Jovian Mandagi and Daphne Eiking are duly impressed with the unlimited budget which speaks to them. Catering to 4 different tastes is not an easy job.
I'm Putri Farhana. I'm 31 and I'm a management consultant. So this is my fiance, Demiri.
Just try it.
Okay.
It is beautiful.
Can be one of the options. It's definitely not the conventional bridal dress.
I know she values my opinion.
But there's someone else Farah needs to please first.
It's kind of like a glorified nightgown.
It's a bit too simple. I'm concerned about my mother-in-law's opinion, but we have to meet in the middle and then find what's best for both of us.
But this bride has finally achieved approval from all parties concerned with her last choice. Number 2. Princess Dreams. Sonia Merck is another over-optimistic bride who has brought along her groom-to-be, Jonathan Campbell, to put in his 2 pennies worth of opinion for her bridal dress. Sonia aims to please, but this time, that might be somewhat of an impossible task. What she wants differs exponentially from Jonathan's picture-perfect wedding gown. While Sonia might have been dreaming of a classic yet figure-hugging slinky dress,
I would say we're coming here to pick her out a dress, but I think it's more to pick me out a dress.
What about the top up here?
I'm not liking the top.
You like this one, babe?
I'm not digging this room at all.
My name is Sonia Merck. I am 37 years old, and I'm from Liberty, South Carolina.
It's got the bling all over it, from top to bottom, and it's not so poofy.
This dress is absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
that I don't like the groom on the bridal floor. But if the bride is determined to have him here, we need to work with him.
Jonathan wants to dress his princess in a princess gown, and boy does each dress fail to measure up to his poofy dreams. So the next time, Lori is putting Sonia in one of his choices. Nothing doing. Either this bride learns to have her say, or she's going home without a dress. This time, she's putting on a dress of her own choosing and keeping her fingers crossed. Well, what do you know? Jonathan has finally decided to descend from his high horse and agree with his wife-to-be for once. Number 1. Shane is the king of the ring, both inside and outside the house. He has been placed firmly on the throne by his doting bride-to-be Karen. Always giving her boo-boo a say in however she dresses, she is continuing the tradition at Lori's salon. Will she leave the premises as a happy trooper, or will she finally learn a huge lesson today? Shane's bossy dictation might seem lovable, but this time it's become tiring. Each dress this hopeful bride puts on is getting short shrift by Shane, and it's driving her mad. The matter is getting out of hand until Lori decides to pull her cart over Shane and sends him packing. What do you know? It's done the trick, and Karen has finally found the dress she loves.
I really do hope that Shane likes this dress.
Oh, that's pretty. With the hurricane out of the way, the bride is free to shine.
It's about time to get the bride the dress she wants.
The belt is beautiful. The lace is very pretty.
I think it's a little busy. It's Liberace, and I don't think you need Liberace.
Okay, open up.
Oh, it's so pretty. It's got a sparkle.
I think less is more. Definitely no bling.
So who is here today, Shane or the hurricane?
It's gonna be her wedding dress. But she wants to make me happy too. I know what she's gonna like when she's...
That's all we have for you folks. Join us next time.